to legacy media tonight, stop gaslighting the British people, be open and honest about the scale of this problem. Let's get that national inquiry and let's get the truth as to what happened to these girls and women, and let's get them the justice they deserve. As ever, let me know your views, gbnews.com/your say. Of course, you can reach us on X at gbnews. Well, I'm joined now to debate this by David Greenwood, the lawyer who represented a number of Rotherham abuse scandal survivors. David, thank you for your time this evening. We know you're extremely busy. Look, what is going on in the mainstream media here? Because when I listen to some of these shows, BBC Newsnight, the Newsagent podcast, there seems to be a concerted attempt to misrepresent the true cause of this crisis, the fact that Pakistani Muslims are consistently overrepresented among the men, I say men, but among those who are arrested and convicted for this hideous crime. What's going on?
Well, I'm just a lawyer working for the women affected here. I'm interested in preventing child sexual abuse long term. It's happening now. I want it to stop. I'm really perturbed by the fact that this conversation is happening, that this debate is happening in the media, at GB News. For me, the issue of ethnicity is totally irrelevant. These are criminals. They should be viewed that way. The police should be viewing all perpetrators of child sexual abuse as criminals.
David, just to push back on you a little bit here, because you say ethnicity is irrelevant. Let's just get some stuff on the table here. The evidence, as I've said, is pretty clear, and I would argue that much of that is because within these minority communities, Pakistani Muslim communities, we have a clan-based system. We have cultural practices that have been imported into this country that are completely opposite to British ways of life, to the British rule of law. Yes, of course, these men are criminals, but there is something cultural behind this specific crime, behind the rape gang scandal. And if you say ethnicity is irrelevant, or maybe you say religion is irrelevant, you stop us from getting to the true root cause of this crisis and what is really going on.
Well, that's for sociologists to debate. If there are ways of getting into those cultural aspects of all this, that's fine. I'm looking at it from a prevention situation, and I want the police to do more to stop child sexual abuse in all its forms.
Do you think there should be a national inquiry, David?
If it's church abuse, if it's in the Scouts, if it's at schools, I want it to stop. If it's on the streets,
do you think on that basis there should be a national statutory inquiry? Do you think Keir Starmer should try and commit to a dedicated inquiry to get all of the facts, all of the evidence, all of the people who are in those institutions, the social workers, the police officers, the local politicians who turned a blind eye? Do you not think it's time, given your extensive experience, you've worked with the victims of this crisis, you've seen the cases, don't we need to have a national reckoning with this scandal?
To a certain degree, there needs to be a reckoning. I think a national inquiry on a scale that's envisaged by some commentators is a waste of time and money. I support a series of local inquiries directed at working out exactly who was responsible in different areas for not tackling the problem earlier, feeding that back into a central body that can advise police and local authorities and other agencies to do better in future.
Yeah. Well, David Greenwood, we're just having a slight issue with the noise down the line, but thank you for joining us. I'm also joined in the studio by Adam Wren, Director of Open Justice. Adam, David, basically they're saying local inquiries would be the way forward, doesn't really see why ethnicity is